What's up, Giants? My name is Kira Goss, and today we will be taking a look on world events that go on today. But first, let's take a look at Fox 59 and their tips for news.
Today I'm at Fox 59. We're going to learn about the life in the news environment, and we're going to ask some people behind the scenes and some newscasters about some tips for future broadcasting.
Angela Gano is the Fox 59 news anchor. She works the 7 to 10 a.m. show Monday through Friday. Her day starts at 2 a.m.
The environment here is very hectic, but also we like to have a lot of fun. We do a lot of serious, really horrible news stories a lot of times. So somebody walks in here like, oh my gosh, there's so much action. They're running around, walking around, throwing a football. And then when it's time to get serious for the news, we get back to the story of the day.
Eric Michaels is the production assistant at Fox 59. His behind-the-scenes job requires much focus and dedication.
If you really want to do this, just take it seriously. Even though we have a lot of fun and we do a lot of craziness, zaniness behind the scenes, it's very serious to me because what we put on the air is what the audience sees. And if you take this seriously, you can be very, very good at what you do, and nobody will ever know because you're behind the scenes.
If you have a passion for giving people a voice, like I do, if you have a passion for telling stories, if you like video or whatever it is, I would say you can always change down the road, but don't let anyone say, don't try something before you do and give it a shot.
Vanessa Tessino, BD TV.
What's up, Giants? I'm James Barker here at Scorecat Venue, where people all over Indy get a chance to perform their own songs.
Social media misunderstood, but in real life, you know the price if you ever try to come through the hood.
Squarecat Vinyl is a store located on the south side of Indy, where different kind of artists get a chance to perform an original song while drinking a cup of coffee.
I'm a local singer-songwriter here in Indianapolis, and this is the open mic that I've been hosting for, it's been 2 years. This is our second anniversary tonight.
To be able to perform, you must draw a number 1 through 30 out of a container from Chris Wolf. He will then select a number and put them on a list. Once the list is made, he will then select an order of performances.
When you start performing, you grow so much as an artist, as a person. It's a very vulnerable thing to get up on the stage and do that. So, just practicing and practicing just makes you so much better.
I forget why I'm there. Even though I knew just seconds ago.
I'm back in my passion, and I'm not letting anybody really kind of stop that. So I would say just do what you love and go for it 100%.
James Barker, BD TV.
Good morning, Giants. I am Andy Delowry, here to bring you the 6-day outlook for our weather. These past 2 weeks have been quite chaotic with the big winter storms, which brought along with them restrictions on non-essential road travel and up to nearly 1 foot of snow in some parts of the state. The good news is that all that snow and ice has melted away and the roads are now perfectly drivable again. Starting off with today, we will not see a temperature higher than 18 degrees, and it will dip down to 12 degrees tonight. This weekend will bring along intervals of sunshine and clouds, but those temperatures are going to remain below freezing. To begin the new week on Monday and then into Tuesday, it will be quite overcast with very little to no sunshine expected. As we progress into Wednesday and then into Thursday, we will see the return of much needed sunshine and plenty of it. However, the expected frigid cold temperatures could present the danger of frostbite or catching an illness, so I strongly urge all of you Giants to layer up and bring out the hat and gloves to protect yourself and stay as comfortable as possible. This has been your weekly weather forecast. I'm Andy Delowry reporting for BD TV. We'll see you back next week.
Hey Giants, over break the temperature got up to 50 degrees. When we got back to school, it dropped back down to 20. I went out to see how it affected the people in my community.
As you can see, people emptied the shelves not knowing how much snow we were going to get.
We needed groceries, so we went out in the madness of everyone getting everything, but we had to get groceries, so we went out in the craziness.
Over the weekend, we were forecasted about 5 inches of snow.
We sort of knew it was coming, and we sort of planned to just be home and stay home and relax and We watched some movies, did a jigsaw puzzle. I called a lot of friends that I hadn't caught up with, so it was just kind of fun and relaxing.
I had somewhere to be at 9 o'clock on Saturday morning, and I was a little concerned about whether I was going to be able to make it or not, depending on when the snow came in. So when I got up Saturday morning and saw there was only about 2 or 3 inches, I went ahead and went out and made my appointment.
I'm Bailey Moore, BDTV.
I think we can all agree that winter is a season for germs. Let's watch how staying healthy can be one of your main priorities.
You know what time of the year it is, Giants? Flu season. Today we're going to ask some people why they do and don't get the flu shot. We also have a professional's opinion.
From a personal experience, I had the flu maybe 6 or 7 years ago, and I was so sick. I was on a breathing machine. I could barely breathe for about a month, and I was so weak I couldn't do anything. And so I said, never go without a flu shot again.
We asked the pharmacist why some people don't get the flu shot.
There's a lot of misinformation. Like a lot of people seem to think that the flu shot causes the flu. A lot of people think that they get sick for any reason because they get the flu shot.
Some people don't feel safe getting the flu shot. We asked a retired teacher why.
Well, not really, because they only cover certain flu, certain flu viruses.
They're like a guessing game, so they usually pick the most common ones or ones that they think are going to be the common strains of the virus, and then they try and make the flu shot based on that. Usually it's very effective.
Then the question may be, would you recommend the flu shot or not?
Yes, especially if they're over 65 or they're susceptible to certain diseases. I think it does help.
I think they should, absolutely. Promoting community health is really important. Protecting against the flu for individuals is important. Over 500,000 people a year die worldwide from it.
Madison Guimond, BDTV.
Hello, Giants. I'm Jennifer Moreno, and I'm here at the place that satisfies your cravings. But is this place really healthy? We're here to find out.
Starbucks is known to have some of the highest caffeine amounts of any coffee chain. Although some think Starbucks isn't healthy, others can't go without it.
My name is Cooper Cannon, and I am a barista supervisor at Avon Starbucks East. Most popular drinks, without a doubt, the caramel macchiato, the pink drink, and the caramel frappuccino. A lot of this stuff is very high in sugar and high in carbs. Would be allergies to the matcha powder or the almond milk. But other than that, all of this stuff's pretty safe to drink.
So I typically drink Starbucks on average about 5 times a week. Due to my career, I'm a firefighter, so I stop essentially every morning to stop and get coffee. So my favorite drink in the summertime would be one of their refreshers, and my favorite drink in the wintertime would probably be a caramel macchiato.
After speaking to customers and employees from Starbucks, we realized that any coffee chain can and cannot be healthy for you. It all depends on how you intake coffee. Jennifer Moreno, BDTV.
Of all the things Avon is known for, shopping's never been one of them, but with the addition of new stores, that's beginning to change, such as the Old Navy that had its grand opening Saturday, January the 12th. For the longest time, if any Hendricks County resident wanted to visit Old Navy, they would have to travel to the Plainfield location. Now, with the addition of the Avon location, shoppers have a new destination.
When I do go shopping, I usually do go to the Plainfield Old Navy, but now there's the Avon Old Navy, so I think I'll shop there instead.
It has opened up a better job opportunity for me, just like getting out and in the retail and like getting more experience.
Avon is in the center of Hendricks County, so is the location convenient enough to change the shopping habits of Hendricks County residents?
Living in Avon can be frustrating sometimes because in order to get to like clothing department stores, we don't have that many.
I didn't go to Old Navy very often just because it wasn't convenient, so the Avon location is closer, so I'll probably shop here more often.
So Avon only really has a couple of clothing stores like Target, Walmart, Meijer, and stuff like that. Old Navy, instead of being like a grocery store, it is more of a clothing store type, like retail place. And I feel like it'll bring a little bit more traffic to Avon.
I think this will change my regular shopping habits now because I will consider Old Navy as an option when I'm shopping for clothing.
Avon's not only growing more as a town, but as a community. I'm Katie Trowbridge, BDTV.
Outside of this country, people face hardships. Let's tune in for a look.
We as Americans and as Giants have basic necessities such as a medical physician or seeing a doctor, But have you stopped and realized how third world countries might not have that same opportunity?
Approximately 1.6 million Africans died of malaria, tuberculosis, and HIV-related illnesses in 2018.
Hi, my name is Bill, and I work with a mission organization called FAME. And we work in about 40 countries all over the world, developing countries, where the most vulnerable people in the world have little or no access to health care.
To produce medicines, a country must abide by current manufacturing practices, or CGMP, which are enforced by the United States and other governments to ensure the quality of manufacturing process and facilities. Many Africans do not have the technical, financial, or human resources required for a high-scale drug production.
Hi, I'm Lisa Law, and I work with FAME in Indianapolis. Part of how they see medicine, they don't really see a need for it. They have never had it, so they don't really know what it does. They think that their illnesses are caused by maybe just things that have always been there. That's just how life is. So
some of the things we do is that we support the construction and operation of hospitals and medical clinics to try to bring health care to these people who need it.
Despite obvious difficulties, some countries are making strides in improving access to medicine. Zimbabwe is among many countries that could be malaria-free by 2020. Reports by WHO Director General Botswana Health Ministry, El Halal Bodim, African Renewal, we have seen tremendous improvement in healthcare system in recent years. Only time will tell though. Brandon Kapangama, BDTV.
Many people have different perspectives on culture and on history and how they see things. As you can see here, we have someone's home on how they're living in Mexico and how different it is from homes in the U.S. Victoria Cuevas just got back from a trip to Nuevo Laredo, Mexico, and she strongly believes that the wall is a waste of money.
It's just a waste of money that can go into something else. Yes, immigrants should not be coming in the way they are, but if we fix our system in a way that they could come into the United States a better way, then we wouldn't have the problem that we have now.
I didn't originally support it. However, with what the president offered with giving the DACA kids citizenship, I think it's an opportunity that Democrats should take because it's better for the kids. They've been wanting citizenship. We've been wanting them to get citizenship.
This wall will stop family members from seeing other family members. Naya Brown, BD TV.
We have a lot to cover this week in sports. Here's Grant Covey to fill you in.
What is up, everybody? My name's Grant. Welcome back to This Week in Sports. Let's take a look at how the Giants are doing this week. In boys basketball, last week the Giants fell to Center Grove 56-45. The boys are currently 10-5 on the season. This week they travel to take on the one-loss Carmel Greyhounds. Giants are back at home tomorrow night against Attucks. In girls basketball, after a victory on Tuesday at Franklin Central 59-48, the Lady Giants finish up their regular season tonight here at home against Carmel. The Lady Giants are 13-8 on the year. In wrestling, the wrestling team was in action in the MIC Conference meet at Lawrence Central last Friday. The Giants finished 5th as a team in the MIC. Broden Ruiz was runner-up as well as Muhammad Sidibe in their respective weight classes. The Giant Wrestlers are in action tomorrow at Avon to begin sectional play. Meet time is set for 8 a.m. In swimming and diving, the swimming and diving team was in action on Tuesday against Plainfield. The girls team fell to the Quakers 131-54. A congratulations to Katie Kelman for winning the 200 freestyle. The boys team was also defeated by Plainfield 127-53. The team will next be in action here at home on February 5th against Southport. That's all we have for This Week in Sports. Giants, get out this weekend and support the Giants in all their activities. I'm Grant Covey, BDTV Sports.
Thanks for tuning into this week's newscast of BDTV. But before we go, we want to pay tribute to Dr. King as we just celebrated his holiday this past Monday. Thanks again, I'm Kira Goss. And remember, Giants, if it's about you and me, it's on BDTV.
One day right there in Alabama, little black boys and black girls will be able to join hands with little white boys and white girls as sisters and brothers. I have a dream today.
I'm here at the Indiana State Museum as they celebrate the legacy of Martin Luther King Jr. on his holiday. Now, let's go see the different activities they have on display to show his impact and significance on our great country.
Hi, at the Indiana State Museum for our MLK Day celebration, we're offering a variety of different activities for visitors to do. So we're having them create kind of a two-dimensional march. And what we're doing is having them cut out footprints and writing on there, like, what would they be willing to march and stand up for?
I would march for the homeless.
I would march for country, family, faith, and country.
We're also just kind of harking back to the days of protest and peace marches and having people create protest posters to really kind of denote like what they would stand up for and want to speak out about.
Besides MLK Day, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. continues to be remembered through books, movies, documentaries, and by physically visiting his memorials, museums, and displays. Although he died over 50 years ago, he continues to have an impact on our society. I'm Reagan Lewis, BD TV.